Ladies and gentlemen, City Skylines episode 3. Glad to have everyone back. Picking up here right where we left off with a little bit of education woes. A lot of not enough educated worker messages. We're going to tackle that this episode. Much appreciated all the support in the first couple episodes. You guys means a lot to me. You guys are definitely supporting it. So we're going to, move forward one step at a time here. Like I said, education is going to be our #1 focus today. Let's get started. Alright, so as I left off with last episode, we're going to kind of continue to develop this area here. I'm not sure how much farther we'll go than this little lip here with this mountain ridge, but you know what I mean. We're going to develop this area. We're going to get it built up. I've actually named it Port Carlton, which is, I don't know, I just kind of come up with it off the top of my head. But and then maybe we'll move out this way. There's some fertile land out here, I believe. Where's the natural resources? So we've got excuse me, we got ore here and here. Maybe ore would be a good operation. And then fertile land out this way. And what we're going to do too is we're going to use the terraforming tool. I haven't yet perfected it that much, but we're going to kind of revamp this area here, see if we can change some stuff up a little bit, make it kind of our own. But all in all, I mean, the amount of resources is pretty good. We've got oil down this way, so there's a lot to do, but yeah, so we're going to do the terraforming tool, and we're going to change some stuff around. I don't know if maybe we can make some sort of, I don't know, some sort of river that comes down through this way, kind of help out our industry over here. Well, we do have a river here. I don't know. I'll have to look at it off camera. I'm not going to bore you with that right now. But education. So let's go ahead. Let's take a look here. All we have so far is an elementary school, which is right here, and I'm pretty sure it's maxed out. Am I right? Well, not so much. But we're going to have to add. Let's see. All right, let's add another elementary school out here, because this is kind of crazy out here with no education. Let's see. Try to find a decent spot for it. I don't like how it completely terraforms the land. That's actually not that bad. Alright, so that'll help that out. And then also we're going to need a high school. And I put in this Blackwell Academy, which is actually looks really cool. I'm not sure what it... Student capacity 750. So I don't know what age bracket this tackles, but we're going to add it in either way. So let's do, let's see, will this fit? I was hoping to put it like right here. Well, that's where our other school is. Let's move this back one. And then let's put this guy here, because this is a really, yeah, look at that. Look how cool that looks. Okay, so we're going to put that there. And then we can do a high school, maybe out over here somewhere. I guess. Now let's put it out over here so it can venture into the newly developed areas. I guess we can put this here like that. Okay. So it's going to take a little bit to kind of adjust, but all in all, you're going to start to see these messages go away. These educated workers. Not saying that we're done with education, but for right now, that should kind of help the area out quite a bit. And also, you're going to start to see our demands go up as well. There's right now no demand for residential, but you'll see it's going to start to go up now that the education system is a little bit better. Okay, so strong demand for industry. I did go ahead and zone this. I don't know. I tried to zone it last episode, but it didn't really go through properly. Oh yeah, that was the other thing I did off camera. I added a couple little tunnels here, so now pedestrians coming from this way can enter, and I also added this in here, so people can leave, and that comes out over here. So I don't like to normally bore you all with stuff like that, just because it can be quite tedious, and I don't really want to spend, my 15 or 20 minutes here on my episode just dealing with a single tunnel. So that's primarily why I don't do that. Alright, so let's expand. I don't want to go too close to the residential, but I think we can expand this a little bit over here. Like, look, we didn't even zone this over here. So let's go ahead and let's zone that little bit. Everything's connected by water, good. And then I think we can go back one more just put that down there. Okay. And then we can at least get maybe... Can we do 2? Let's do 2. And then this can come out. And then I guess we can make this come out. Just a little bit. Alright, cool, cool, cool. And same thing with this side here. We can go a little further. And I don't want to go too much farther than that, because then you're gonna, because you'll see the that purple haze or whatever. Purple haze. Listen to me. But purple ground or whatever, ground pollution is going to start to bleed into that. So we want to be careful. But we can add in, and we'll get rid of those power lines here as soon as this all comes up. This might be too much, but I don't know. We'll see. All right, cool. Everything's good on water, so we'll let that come up. Very good. Our bus line is actually doing quite well. 94 citizens per week for this small little town is actually really good. So I'm happy for that. We can actually add in another line once this starts to come up here. And also, once the residential starts spurring up, we can actually... Oh, that is all zoned. Okay, it's just that it just hasn't grown yet. I was going to say we can zone that, but it looks like we did that last episode. Excellent. All right, so one other thing too that'll help draw people to the city is like a small, not necessarily like one of the, not like the Eiffel Tower, but like one of these small little plazas or what have you. They're kind of signified as a landmark, so people tend to travel for that. Also, we can do like a little mall or something like that. Like, it doesn't have to be a posh mall, but we have all these unlocked here. This is a grand mall. I mean, some of these things are really big, but what is this? Grand Library. We'll save some of this stuff for downtown. I think we could maybe add in like a plaza or something. Let's see, Statue of Wealth. Well, we're not that crazy here. Statue of Shopping, Plaza of the Dead. I guess we gotta put that over here. Actually, it's kind of cool, right? This is like our death corner over here. I wouldn't want to live over this way. Ooh, look at that house. It's a nice house, right? It's big. Alright, so that should get you some tourists coming through. And debating on what to do with this little spur here. It's kind of unsightly just being a dead end. Also, we can upgrade these to the ones at least with trees, so it's not that terrible looking. I guess we can just go straight up, make me feel better about it. And so we can zone a little bit of commercial over here, in and around the hospital. Alright, cool, that looks very good. Alright, so I don't want this area to get too crazy. Like, I don't want it to get skyscraper filled, and oh, wow, look at this. But I do want it to be kind of like this little town's little metro area. So look at that. Oh, look, he's got a little doggy in an iPad. Look at that, a little tablet. So I don't really want this area to get too built up, but I do want it to be kind of like the focal point of this town, as we've kind of put our school and our hospital here. So this little area here, I think it'll do pretty well. I don't want to go too much more with it, but it'll at least be kind of the epicenter for this little town, and then we'll move on. I don't know which way we're gonna go. Right now we've got 4,300 people, workers. Can actually use some more workers, but let's take a look at our policies here. Let's see, education boost. Boost education to make young adults automatically choose education over working. That could be good and bad. Makes parks and plazas the envy of the count. Alright, let's do that. Smoking ban, I don't think so. Recycling, I don't know. Smoke detector distribution is pretty good. City planning. I'll have to look into some of that stuff there. They have that high-tech housing one is pretty cool. Alright, another thing too that wouldn't be the worst idea is to add in a cargo train terminal. Now where to put it is the bigger question. I guess we can put it out this way, but I don't know if the land is too sloped. We can try, and I'll show you the little trick with that. It's not very hard to put in a where's that here? Oh, it's not very hard. Wow, something. I keep hearing those chimes. If you don't know what those chimes are, that's the upgrade chime. So whenever you hear that, some building somewhere is upgrading. I don't know if it's, as you can see, look at, we've only got one more education message. See all these houses up here? I'm thinking they're upgrading because of the education system. Okay, that's good. If you hear that chime, you're doing the right thing. Back to the rail yard here. So what I was getting at is it's not very hard to add in a cargo train terminal or a passenger train terminal on an existing line if you know how to do it. If you don't know how to do it, it's kind of crazy, but it's not very hard. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to find your spot that you want. I don't know if this will be the best spot, so we can try it. So you're going to want to find your spot. So let's try here, and this is pending that the land will actually let us do it. You're going to want to delete a little bit, okay? Now you're going to want to take a road, okay? So whatever road, doesn't really matter, and it actually gives you a point here on the train tracks. So let's go ahead and connect this up as if it was a highway. It's going to look like that. I know it looks ridiculous, but okay, that's step one. Next step is to go ahead and find the whatever one you want. Cargo train terminal. See, why am I getting space already occupied? This normally works, guys. It's just, I think this part of this area over here. I think maybe because it's on a bend. Let's do this. Let's get rid of the little arc. Arc. Let's just do a straight. See if that helps. Alright, so let's try this again. There we go. Okay, so it doesn't like the arc. So, okay, good. So let's go ahead. Let's plop it there. So now you're gonna have something that looks like this, which, in my opinion, doesn't really look like it makes much sense to me at all. But this is how it works. Now we're gonna do the same thing, but we're gonna actually connect it with the already input rail lines of the actual train station. Okay. Now we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna delete the original road. We're gonna delete the train station. Okay, which is gonna leave you with something like this. And then we're gonna connect this up. So now you're gonna have something that looks like that. Again, doesn't look like it makes much sense, but once we go ahead and we zone this here on that original road, in a perfect world, this will actually connect up perfectly. Now, this is probably not the best example, just given the place that I'm choosing for the rail lines, but that'll work every time. And that's kind of the format that I use. Actually, you know what? Let's leave that road for now. And then we will have to improvise here with our train lines, just because we're up on like a hill here. And I think that's kind of what's causing a little bit of the dilemma. So if you have perfect flat land, which I guess in reality you never really do, you know, this will actually do. Okay, so we have a nice little rail lines there. We can actually back this off a little bit, so we have a nice little clean bend, and now you have something that's relatively in order over here. I don't really know if I like that. Let's see. Just page up. I guess you can't really get away from it on this side. Over here, we might be able to do something with that. Let's see. Just want to make it look a little bit more clean, you know? I don't know why it's such a harsh... You know what I mean? It's such a harsh decline. I guess we're gonna have to make a decision here because we got this overpass, but it seems like it's. Oh yeah, there we go. That's what I was looking for. All right, perfect. That's what I wanted. And then we'll connect this up down here somewhere. But yeah, so that's kind of the tactic that you can use when it comes to inputting train stations. And you know, I mean, you're not building. Some people might want to build a city around trains, but just trying to get. Rail lines are a little bit different than roads. In real life, you don't usually see rail lines with like complete jagged edges. You don't want any derailments. So when I try to do rails, I try to make them as, there you go, as smooth as possible, with the least amount of harsh turns. All right, so that looks pretty good. We can kind of do the same thing on this side to get rid of that, kind of butt it up here against the edge of the map, but we can make this a little bit more smooth. Let's see. So you get to a point there. There you go. And then all right, perfect. Look at that. Pretty cool, pretty cool. A nice little view of the train yard from your Little League game, so looking nice. And let's go ahead and let's add some water over here. Not sure if it matters if you connect up these pipes, you know what I mean? Like if it's just one pipe, like is it, I don't know if it really does anything, but anywho. Alright, let's see if we can just go ahead and corner this off here. Perfect. Get rid of that, and then we can zone around here. And there she has it. Look at that. Perfect. This is gonna help our industry out big time. These cargo ports and these cargo train terminals are definitely gonna help it out. And let's see, are demands coming up at all? Sorry, like I said in my last episode, operating here under windowed mode. Medium density for, medium demand for industry or offices, medium demand for commercial, and low demand for residential. So we're starting to fill out up here. I kind of like that. And our homes seem to be upgrading. Let's check out our education. Still not really where I want it to be. High school. I don't know, maybe if we need a second high school, I guess. Oh, I guess that academy is considered a university. Okay, that answered my question. See how it changes from high school to university? Maybe we should add a second high school and maybe like up here somewhere. Yeah. Yeah, let's try that. Okay. Alright, people, so we've done a lot. Episode 3 in the books. We've gone ahead and we've expanded our industry. I don't see us really doing too much more with our industry. I don't want it to get too large. However, I do want to expand this out just quite a bit, and then we'll move kind of maybe around the ridge here. Maybe we'll do some an ore operation, or better yet, we'll start our little downtown area down over here somewhere. I'm thinking it probably would do best, I guess, over here. I don't know, I guess we can go out maybe on this side here. I don't want it to be too crazy. Like I said, I kind of want it to be, and that's another great thing about this game, is you don't have to pile everything up on top of each other. You can kind of spread things out. It doesn't have to be, you know, like SimCity once was, where you're stuck and you're faced with, you know, trying to create all these high, you know, well, buildings in a small area. You don't really have to do that in this game. Also, the terraforming tool, I'm going to try to mess with that a little bit and see if we can maybe, I don't know if it should close off some of these rivers. Maybe not that main one, but maybe this one here in the middle. And I don't know, we can do some stuff with the terraforming tool. We can add land like out here, you know what I mean, if we want our city plot even bigger or smaller, or vice versa. So appreciate everyone for tuning in. Leave a like down below if you enjoyed the series this far. Leave a comment if you like or don't like something I'm doing here, and I'll do my best to reply. We'll see everyone next time. Bye.